Hi everyone. You hear me? Please type it in chat so that I can know. Thank you. So I can. Okay, then I think we can start. Let's. Okay. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining me today at today's webinar. Please let me introduce myself. To the people who do not know me already, my name is Emir Hosses. I work as a sales associate at Synology, responsible for Balkan markets. And today, my colleagues will help you if you have any questions. So if you have any questions in mind, please drop in the chat so that my colleagues can help you with that. At the end of the webinar, you can also send us a ticket or send us an email. We will just answer all of your questions in your mind. So as you remember, we have actually completed our pre-launch and launch events about Active Protect series. This time, actually, we will dive into our new operating system, which is called Active Protect Manager. And we will talk about the upcoming product lines in the next webinars. So we will call our backup appliance as Active Protect Appliance and the operating system named as Active Protect Manager. So from now on, I will use APM for short. So you might have a question in your mind on why we call data protection series as Active Protect Appliance, APA. It's because that we would like to introduce new product line under the name of Active Protect Appliances. And actually the data protection series is the first of these product lines. So that's why we are using Active Protect Appliances as naming. So getting closer to complete protection is actually extremely complex. Traditional backup requires careful selection of software and hardware, along with the setting up storage pools, volumes, and backup configurations. So these processes are indeed crucial, but for IT environment, the key point of backup is data recoverability after an incident. So if an incident occurs, what IT environment looks for is the fastest data recoverability to ensure business continuity. So that would really come in handy if we had a simpler way for this recoverability. Luckily, we have that solution for you, as we have introduced you in the previous webinars with our new DP series. So we aim to deliver the simplest data protection solution to the enterprise market. So actually, we have talked about this in the launch webinars, but just for a little recap, just for a little recap, the hardware will come to you pre-configured. They will be delivered in a box, and in this box, you will have the disks on the top in a styrofoam, fully protected, and the other necessary accessories on the side. So when we take a look at the configurations, the biggest DP, the biggest unit, which is DP 7400, is equipped with 10 pieces of 20 terabyte disks and 2 pieces of 4 terabyte SSDs with a suggested backup capacity of 83.5 terabytes, as you can see on the table. And the DP304 340 comes with 4 pieces of 8 terabyte HDDs and 2 pieces of 400G SSDs with a suggested backup capacity of 14.5 terabytes. Where the smallest unit so far, DP320, is equipped with 2 pieces of 8 terabyte disks with a 5 terabyte of suggested capacity. Again, one more time, these configurations are designed for the best performance and reliability. And of course, as we talked, they will be equipped with a dedicated backup operating system, APM, designed just for active protect appliances to ensure complete integration of soft and hardware, which is our main topic today. So there will be no do-it-yourself for installation. During the initial setup, businesses only need to install the hard drives, install APM, and configure the network. The system will then automatically configure itself, create pools, and allocate volumes based on the corresponding capacities. Then it will be ready to protect. So in less than 10 minutes, the initial installations will be done, and the initial setup of the backup plan will take only 5 minutes, give or take. Afterwards, that means approximately in 15 minutes, the unit will be ready to back up and protect your valuable data. Apart from being easy to set up, Active Protect appliances, APA, offer more features. Now I will explain the capabilities of APA in terms of backup, recovery, and management. So let's start with backup. APA can protect everything within an enterprise, from endpoint devices to core infrastructure like virtual machines, databases, and even cloud services. All of APA will come with built-in high-efficiency backup engine, which will enable optimized storage allocation, incremental backup, and deduplication technology. We have optimized the storage configuration by dividing it into performance tier and capacity tier. With leveraging this backup mechanism, it will place backup-related metadata in the performance tier and utilize SSD caching for acceleration. With the incremental backup feature, the system will rapidly detect the modified data after the first full backup, and then only backup that data to ensure reduced data transfer size, which leads to faster backups. So it won't be backing up the data from actually scratch. It will back up the marginal change. APA also supports source-side global deduplication. When backing up from devices, the appliance will compare the data with other data stored in it. Duplicate data will be automatically identified at the source end, and only non-duplicate data will be transmitted. In addition to device backups to the appliance, multiple appliances backing up remotely to a single appliance also benefit from this technology. This not only reduces transmission traffic, but also further reduces the space occupied by remote backups. For cross-platform backups, we will support for global server-side deduplication, helping businesses save on storage costs. In terms of overall performance, endpoint devices can save up to 99% of data transmission, while cloud services backup speeds see 7 times faster than AVM, and also effectively reducing storage space usage by over 50%. Furthermore, if a business has limited bandwidth or concerns about network resources being impacted, users can set up bandwidth control for both inbound and outbound traffic during backups or copies. This ensures that the business's production processes are not affected by the backup activities. So let's continue with the recovery capability of our Active Protect appliances. Firstly, we support immutable backups, and our mechanism for preventing tampering is retention lock. Unlike backup software such as Veeam, which relies on paired storage devices to achieve data immutability, the data locking period must align with the settings of the storage device, lacking actually a bit of a flexibility. In contrast, in Active Protect appliance, the data's lifecycle remains immutable until it is rotated. In addition to using BTRFS checksum to compare and detect static data corruption and utilizing RAID for repairs, we also employ hot spares to achieve auto repair when a hard drive fails. Furthermore, after the device backup, appliances built-in hypervisor will automatically run a virtual machine VM to start the backed up device. In addition to automatically recording the startup process as a video for documentation, it will ensure the availability of the backup data and serve as the checkpoint for data recoverability. With the built-in hypervisor on the appliance mentioned earlier, businesses can regularly conduct restoration drills. This serves the purpose of meeting audit requirements and ensuring the restorability of all backup data without affecting the production site. Finally, actually, we have introduced air gap functionality, allowing businesses to schedule isolation for specific appliances. This is typically done for the purpose of remote backup destination endpoints, and the timing is staggered with the generation of backup copies. We provide 3 levels of isolation options, including using firewall to block incoming traffic, disabling network cards, or even shutting down hardware. So with the help of the offline backup function, what I just mentioned in the previous slide, we are not just going to try to achieve the Synology's famous 3-2-1 backup rule, but also we will make sure that one of the backups is offline or immutable and whole backup without any errors to ensure the recoverability. So if you were to represent it graphically, as you can see from starting from the bottom side, we will create an immutable backup of our data, which is stored in APA, and also backup the copy of this immutable backup in one other offsite APA to ensure the recoverability with the new 3-2-1-1-0 rule. We have also got a flexible restoration mechanism, including file level restoration to enable employees to download required folders, bare metal for a full restoration of the system and applications, and last but not least, instant restore to restore the data from a physical or virtual machine to VMware or Hyper-V in a short amount of time. To make it make IT can restore data with confidence. So let's continue with the last part, which is management. Through protection plan, it will be able to, APA will be able to flatten all workloads for setup. It integrates backup copy and retention policies. IT enterprises only need to apply protection plan based on importance and SLA requirements. And it also allows centralized viewing of backup status for all flattened workloads. And also, we are still considering the emerging workloads in enterprise infrastructure. Leveraging auto protection mechanisms, it can let IT manage the continuously growing workloads without any efforts. During the initial setup, IT can set up auto protection mechanisms along with corresponding protection plan. So actually, even if there are new SaaS users added to a group, VMs included in a hypervisor or physical devices joining the backup infrastructure through a connect key, all of workloads will automatically be assigned the corresponding protection plan and be protected accordingly. With Active Protect, multiple backup servers can be added to the cluster and achieve centralized management using a single appliance from offsite. As you can see from the illustration, we have an APA in an offsite location serving as a manager. So we can add all of the clusters to this manager APA and store all the copies collected from the primary backup servers. With this way, we can take care of the backup management from actually one point to ensure a simple centralized usage. To give some approximate numbers, these are actually tested, so that's why I'm saying approximate numbers, but they are subject to change. But since so a single Active Protect appliance can manage around 2.5K servers and up to 150K workloads at the same time. So with APA, you can simply back up and control a huge amount of data from one single point. With APA users, users can expand their backup infrastructure as needed. Via APM, the necessary updates can be done remotely with confidence. Additionally, to ensure management availability, businesses can designate any DP series server in the cluster as a failover. In case of unexpected events, the failover server can take over management services and, of course, ensure the continuity of your business. In this architecture, users can directly manage and monitor all components in their backup infrastructure, regardless of data type, including backups, copied data, tiering data. Everything is manageable and accessible from one single point. So if you were to ask, what if storage space is insufficient? We also support tiering functionality. This allows businesses to efficiently meet data retention requirements in the most cost-effective way possible. With this functionality, less frequently used data, also known as cold data, can easily be moved to other levels of storage or tiers to provide more storage space for your business. Unlike in the past, where expansion units were necessary, leading to management inconvenience and the inability to centrally store data, because you had to install the extension units to the site where the server is. As you can see on the left-hand side, it is that the case. So as you can see, there are extension units in where the server is. So with Active Protect offsite, as you can see on the right-hand side, server could be backed up on a SA HD series to ensure more storage space and a convenient solution. Through the tiering function, we enable IT to reduce operational costs for each extension unit. Coupled with our cross-sited application feature, the businesses will have even more convenient storage management. Finally, by warm storage, it can also create an isolation zone, providing businesses with the most secure and cost-effective solution for extending storage space. For cloud solutions, we support AWS S3 and C2 object storage. For on-premises storage, we will support Synology scalable storage, including HD and SA series models. We developed the Active Protect Vault package for these two models. When users install the package on these series models, they can transform their storage servers into long-term retention repositories for Active Protect appliances. So let's take a look at how the pricing works then. The pricing mechanism works actually like this. First year, the investment consists of the hardware cost and the license fee for each server after the third one. In other words, first 3 servers are not subject to a license fee. Starting with the 4th one, the rest of the servers will need a license. And starting from the 2nd year, obviously, there's no hardware cost anymore. There's only a license fee cost for the 4th and the rest of the servers. And once again, there's no license fee for the first 3 servers. The licensing model is based on the number of backup servers at each site, covering the P series and ABB, Active Backup for Business. Each site can have up to 3 backup servers for free, again, including the management server, meaning small deployments do not require a license fee. So if you have less than 3 servers or 4 servers, then there will be no license fee. License activation is only needed on the management server. If the license is insufficient, new data backups cannot be created and additional backup servers cannot be added. However, management and restoration operations will continue to function normally. When we check the license SKUs, a yearly license for 5 nodes is available to purchase by all channels. The rest of the license options can be purchased for projects for over 50 backup servers. So for projects, we can offer 1 year, 3-year, 5-year virtual licenses. With this example, actually, I will try to illustrate how the licensing model applies to a specific site setup. So the site consists of 3 Active Protect appliances, 2 Synology NAS units with Active Backup for Business, and 1 high-density 6500 for archiving. In total, there are 5 backup servers in the cluster. Since each site is allowed 3 free backup servers, only the additional 2 servers require licenses. These licenses are applied on per server, per year basis. Actually, that was the last slide for today. Once again, thanks for joining me on today's webinar. I wish to see you in the next ones. Please feel free to send us your questions. We are our website by creating a ticket, we will be ready to answer them all. And I see that my colleagues also shared the um, mails that you can, the mail addresses that you can send them your questions if you have in mind. We will be glad to answer all of them one by one. And we are wishing you a nice day. Now I'm stopping the screen sharing and stop it. I hope you enjoyed. Uh, as I see that you cannot send your questions, sorry for that. There's technical issue. Okay then. These are the email addresses. Please send us the questions in your mind. We will take our time to answer them like as soon as possible with the relevant information. And yeah, we are hoping to see you in the next events. Thank you for joining.